For those of you who may not know, US is not considered, is considered the second world in broadband. We are number 19 or 20, we're going down. But fundamentally, the key thing to look at it is broadband about going to grow. And over the years, there's a lot of discussion about infrastructure, about broadband, and what broadband means. And I'd like to share with you some of my perspective about that. So when you look at broadband, the best way to look at from the audience is internet. And because what does that mean? It means I am doing video streaming, I am doing social networking, I'm doing content download, I'm doing mobile TV, I mean television anywhere I am with me, video conferencing, web. And if you go today in a computer, and most of you are young, when you look at a little younger than you, the teenager community, when you look at what they're doing inside the computing devices, all of this at the same time. Don't ask me how they can do multitasking. Most men can only do one thing at a time, but I think in the internet domain you can do two. But this drive is very interesting because another factor which is important is we want to have all of this anywhere, anytime. And my position is there is no network today in the planet that can support all of this, and that's the reason it's going to be a major revolution in terms of infrastructure and the activity about providing broadband over the next few years. Now, when you look at this area, you are all coming from different areas of this industry. So when you look at network evolution, the network evolution, what is happening? It used to be, how many of you consider, what was it, 56 kilobit was the high speed? I don't remember. I used to use punch cards when I was in school, so to me that was high speed. But anyway, today, you cannot do less than 10 megabits. Correct? You have to do higher and higher speed because, I don't know, human nature loves to use more and more data. Also, another thing which is very important, IP has already prevalent that is moving completely all IP. That's where the future is. And the third item in terms of network is we want to be able to get coverage. How many of you have broadband in this conference? You are in the broadband, very little, I would say. And I would say, I came here, the first thing I turn on is my Wi-Fi to see if I can get connection, and I couldn't. So I don't know, maybe I need to go back to Asia. You can have better broadband in Asia than in the US. But anyway, fundamentally, in your penetration, large coverage and country is extremely tough. Even the cell phone coverage is not good in the US. See what will happen with broadband. This is the fundamental issue in terms of how we need to look at the network to serve them. Another thing which is device.